This video is to bring darts to the new age, the capabilities that you can do at home, printing your own 3D dart grip the way you want it and inserting it onto a tungsten core. Now, before I get into too much detail about this video, first I have to give you the Canadian connections that made this video possible. First, I'd like to thank my son, Eric, for his ingenuity, his knowledge, and capabilities of 3D designs and the use of his 3D printer. The end result of these version 1.0 dart barrels with the grip that I kind of like at the moment really turned out great.
Hey, that was a great idea you had. They came out nice. Thanks for trusting the process and glad I could help.
The next individual in the Canadian connection is Peter Pereira, here in Canada, who custom makes darts or fixes them as he needs to. He understood my drawing and gave me exactly what I was looking for to make this project come true.
Glad that I can help.
And the final Canadian connection to make this video possible is where I was able to obtain my raw snook version 2 flights, Swiss points, and some stems from Ottawa Dart Mart.
You're welcome.
Vous êtes bienvenue.
Now we're going to go into more detail on the dart components and specifications that made this video possible, and for me, making my own custom grips a success. The first specifications we're going to go into is the weight of each component of this dart. As we started off with the dart barrels designed by Peter Pereira, each and every single one of them met the specs and came out at 18.8 grams exact for each of the 3 barrels. Next component we went to is the 3D printed grips by my son, printed on PLA, and each one of them weighed exactly 3.0 grams. Now we bought the Swiss points from Ottawa Dart Mart, and all 3 of them weighed exactly 1.4 grams each. So far, everything's working out just right. No deviations in weights. And then when we went to the dart stems, they as well, all 3 of them, weighed exactly 0.5 grams. Again, no difference in weight. And the final component of the dart was the raw snook flights, the new version 2s, and each one of them weighed exactly 0.6 grams. So in total, each dart will weigh exactly the same when put together. Now we're going to begin the assembly process of this dart. Now I'm going to take the 3D printed barrel and put it on a tungsten core. Now I had it printed in such a manner that it was an extremely tight fit. So there's no wiggle room and it doesn't shake when you're throwing the dart. If you notice, it's nice and flush here at the back where the flight is going to go in, and it actually goes right to the ridge at the front of the dart where Peter Pereira made it. So this way here it's a nice snug fit to the tungsten core. And like any dart, we're now going to attach the flight stem to the dart. And in such a way that even though the barrel's there, the flight stems are just a little bit wider, so when you tighten it, it actually keeps the 3D print object exactly on the dart and no wiggle room whatsoever. Now we're going to add the raw snook version 2 flights to this newly created dart. Now we're going to add some Swiss points to these darts because I asked Peter Pereira to design it in such a way that these darts accept Swiss points. And there you have it, a fully assembled dart. And as we weigh it, each and every single one of them weighs exactly 24.4 grams. Once I had assembled all the darts, I thought I'd give it a sample throw-in.
Ooh.
Once you decide to go out on this road of printing your own 3D grip, the possibilities are endless. The amount of filaments that are out there are astronomical. The amount of different kinds of 3D printers are out there, including resin printers, which all these different filaments, which can print 2, 3, or 4 colors at the same time, or even 2 different types of filaments at the same time, building the same grip. The possibilities are in the millions. Once you understand that, or somebody who knows somebody who understands that, your darting world will change. Your grip, you can now make it unique to yourself. Once you get a good design tungsten core. From there, the possibilities are endless. I just did this video just to put it out there because I thought there may be a market out there for 3D printed dart barrels for the grip design that you want, that you can install on your own tungsten dart core that you have made for you. This way here, if you decide to change your grip or adapt your grip as time moves on, you can easily just change out the barrel grip and put a new one on. It's that simple. Yes, I had this one done with Swiss points because I want to give Swiss points a try and see what it's like. It was a lot easier to put on and take off than a regular point, and I can do whatever I want back here. Right now this is version 1.0, so it's quite thick, but this is my first kick at the can for 3D printing dart barrels, grips. Next one I'm having, 1.1, is the exact same barrel, but it's actually going to be half the thickness. It's only going to be 4 millimeters thick. It's going to change the weight a bit. It's probably going to drop it down to about 23.2, which I'm hoping for because that's what I like to play with. And the beauty of it is, I also have 2BA at the back here. Now, that I mentioned 2BA, that gives it another opportunity. If you get a tungsten dart barrel light enough, the way you like it, if you get 2BA in the back for your flights and stems, you can also have a 2BA down in the front to make your own soft tip dart grip with your own soft tip darts the way you want to. Imagine the possibilities. This is white PLA. I could have multicolored PLA put on here. I could have had using maybe PETG, maybe wood. Do what I want here. And the thing is, I could have designed it where it's just 2 grooves right here for where I actually hold my fingers and actually have nothing else anywhere else. So every time I hold the dart, the fingers always go in the same grooves, not just one. I can do multiple. I can make it thinner at the front, thicker at the front, make it a front weighted barrel, a center weight barrel, or rear. The possibilities are endless based on your imagination, what you want. I can make grooves here. I can make little dents that come out so you really get a different kind of grip. Again, the possibilities are endless. This is just a video of me trying this out for myself. I've been thinking about this for quite some time and finally got around to doing it. You know what? I'm quite surprised at how it goes. And if I find the right grip that works for me based on this tungsten core, these darts, these points and these stems and flights, and I find a grip that I really like, but yet I want it printed with a thinner but more hardened type core, I can farm it out to a Canadian company who does metallic 3D printing and just put it right on here, and now I have a 3D print that's going to last for a long time. Now, I've dropped these intentionally several times to see if they would break, and it didn't. Reason it's not going to break is you got a nice thick core inside here, which keeps it sturdy. There's nothing for it to bend. Will it wear out in time? Yeah, probably. But who cares? To print 3 of these barrels of this dart, 3 of these cost about 65 cents in material. Go figure. You can't go wrong. Multiple grips, multiple designs so you find what you look for, and multiple weights. And again, possibilities are endless. I do thank you for joining me on this journey. And once I design a different style grip, maybe I'll do a follow-up on this and let you know how that goes. Shoot well.